And welcome back. Right now, Tony Berrien is with us, and of course, she is with the Hearing Well Club. And coming up, not this week, but next week, Tuesday, in fact, a week from today, Tuesday, October 8th, will be her meeting, and they're going to be having a guest speaker there, and that is Dr. Harrison Lynn. So welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you here today.
Good to see you again, Ken.
And he is with UCI, Department of Head and Neck Surgery.
Yes.
And, you know, sometimes we don't think about that, how that relates to hearing, but
well,
yeah,
actually, he's the
it does.
He's an associate professor, and he's the principal investigator in the UCI Center for Hearing Research.
Ah, very good.
And he conducts basic science and clinical research on hearing and balance disorders at the UCI main campus.
That's a great topic.
So,
yeah.
That's what he does. One of his specialties is skull-based surgery. So if you have tumors in your skull, you know, the neck area, that's one of his specialties. But some of his research has surrounded the issue of hearing loss and dementia. So, and he studies that. So that is really going to be...
That'll be a very good topic.
That's not the only topic he's going to discuss, but he's going to start off with talking about hearing loss and the connection, because they're still working.
You're right, and you've talked about that.
I have.
Yeah.
So I really expect a lot of attendance. So if you're coming, be sure and come early, sign up, get in the door, you know, and get a good seat.
All right. Now, as I said, this is next Tuesday.
Right.
And it's over at the Performing Arts Center. And you do this every month. I think a couple months you don't, but you have really great people.
We're
coming
dark
over to speak.
July and August, so we're actually in the fall season, and we'll go into the winter, and then we take off July and August.
Yeah. Now, you get these speakers that come in and talk, and you've had, just like I said, really good ones. And how do you come up with the subjects? Do you think, hey, this is something that I'd like to do? You hear about it? And
I am connected to the Hearing Loss Association of America.
Okay.
I worked there for 9 years in Washington, D.C. So, and I attended all of their conventions. I did workshops with leaders. I did education. I've been involved for a very long time. I know what people want to hear.
Right.
I try to always focus on what's in it for them, for the audience, and find topics. So sometimes what I do is I see what the buzz is on media and everything, what people are talking about in the area of hearing loss, and so I formulate these subjects, and then I say, well, who could I get to come and talk about that?
Yeah, and you really get great people. I mean, you do.
I try really hard. I network a lot, so yeah.
Now, I know also, you know, people, anybody can come to this.
Yes, anybody.
And you encourage folks that, you know, maybe, as you said before, beginning to experience hearing loss, maybe know somebody, whatever it might be. And, you know, they're perfect for coming into things like this. As you have said, is so many you know, people we've had on that talked about the subject, is realizing that, you know, this may or may not be happening to you or someone else. It's a common thing, and we're all, you know, a lot of us are going to be going through this. Get information about it. Find out what's there.
Speaking about Dr. Lynn in particular, he assists in all of the cochlear implant surgeries. So I get many questions about cochlear. I have a cochlear implant, so I can speak from my experience. We have several people who are members who have a cochlear implant, but so anybody who's interested in finding out about cochlear implants, bring their questions to Dr. Lynn Tuesday. Another reason for attending, not necessarily for Dr. Lynn, but for coming to the Hearing Well Club, is that buying hearing aids is a very expensive investment.
It is.
And I believe that people that are going that route need to learn about the process, about the testing, and be educated so that when they are being tested, they understand what's going on, rather than be like cattle to the slaughter, you know, just trusting everything that everybody says. And, you know, they really should educate themselves. And what we teach and educate actually helps people to be a better patient and ask the right questions.
Right.
You know, I had the Tech Expo last May.
Yes.
And the providers, the exhibitors told me that in my group, for the people that came, they were asked the most educated questions. They got the best, not stupid or low-level questions. People came with solid questions, and they were really surprised about that. And I said, well, you know, a lot of people keep coming back. They keep learning, and the more they learn, the more they know what to ask. Because basically, unless you get educated, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't even know what to ask.
Right.
I've been in that situation many years ago. So.
And you know, you bring up a very good point. When you're making, and it can be an expensive investment, it can be $5,000, $6,000 and up, or whatever it might be. And anything that you're going to be spending that kind of money on, doesn't matter what it is take your time with it. That product is not going to go away, whether it's hearing aids or a car or whatever. It's still going to be there. Take your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and ask questions. Go to people that may know more than you, and start getting through all that.
Unfortunately, Ken, more people investigate the purchase of a car more than they investigate the hearing aid process.
Yeah. And I can understand that. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but you know, over our lifetime, we get used to investigating that when we want to buy a new car. And a hearing aid, all of a sudden it comes around, wow, I need a hearing device. I better go out and get one. So,
well, if there's anything that the Hearing Well Club can do so that somebody can buy hearing aids and have a positive outcome, rather than no education, buy hearing aids, and they wind up in a drawer. That's what I don't want to happen.
Right, and that's where you can help.
That's where I can help.
All right, so the Hearing Well Club, their next meeting is next Tuesday. It's normally the second Tuesday of the month, and it's over at the Performing Arts Center in Dining Room 2. And it is at, I'm looking for the time.
Show up at 1:30.
Oh, 1:30.
So they can sign in, get a cup of coffee and a cookie, and chat with others. Some of the best referrals information you get is from talking to others in the same boat. So there's a half-hour time for that, and then we're good to go at 2.
Okay, good to see you.
Thanks, Ken.
You take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back. Hi, Julie.